first that I took notes on is Trick and Melo versus, I don't know, Blade and his friend. What is it? Enofé?
Yes,
Enofé?
Enofé.
Enofé.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced.
And I'll be honest, this match was freaking sick.
Yeah, this is your first real exposure to Blade and Enofé, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, obviously the match was really good. This was part of the first round of the tag team classic, the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, I should clarify. I thought overall all four really showed out and impressed. This match,
It almost felt like a showcase match where it was just like going out there and put on a banger, and that's what they did. They started out hot and they continued. It was just a great match. I did not, like you said, this is my first real experience with Blade and Enofé, and they thoroughly impressed. Had a fun time watching this match.
a little bit of a spoiler for when we talk in a little bit about the other match in the Tag Team Classic. But I think every match in the first round has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. This is a very fun little tournament that they're doing. Enjoying it, and like I said earlier, I mean, I'm enjoying basically everything NXT's putting on.
For sure. Did you have any specific notes about this match
Yeah,
that
do
you
you
wrote
want me to
down?
just run through them all?
Yeah, for this match, let's go ahead and
Okay.
run through each one of them.
All right, I have the intro song for Trick and Melo was awesome. Even though Booker T was trying to vibe, I thought it was cool, the little mash and mix up.
I think it's interesting that, as far as I can recall, this is the first time we've ever had that. Before this, they just came out to Melo's music.
And then
And I think it's a testament that Trick is getting over to a point that even the music is becoming more 50-50.
yeah,
And I think that's something that's going to, in character, really bother Carmelo Hayes.
yeah, and then Booker T just trying to vibe, and then he got cut off because Melo's music hit, and it was hilarious. Booker T worth every penny on commentary. I have that. I think it was Enofé with the Dusty Rhodes pants on.
Yes.
That with the polka dot pants
Yep.
on. That was awesome. I love that.
It's a good shout. A lot of gold and black in this match.
NXT,
which also
black and gold.
is what Dusty wore, the black with yellow polka dots.
You know who else wore that? Oh, I thought you were talking about black and gold. Gold Dust.
And Stardust for a little bit.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was right after Dusty passed away. He added the polka dots as a tribute.
Oh.
Which I think is a good shout.
I do too. Let's see, what else do I have? I just have that this match was a lot better than I thought. I thought it was going to be a squash match just because I'd never really heard of a No Fader Blade, but they really did some good stuff. A lot of flippy spots. I have that Trick saved one of their lives. I don't know which one it was.
Yeah, that was Malik Blade. He did a little topic on Hilo and definitely went short.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
No, I don't think that's necessarily like. Now, I know it is a botch by all technical means, but I don't think that was necessarily like anyone's fault. I think it was just a bad situation.
It was just a misjudgment of, I guess, maybe both parts. It was just, I mean, they played it off perfectly. They saved it. Nobody hurt.
Trick was able to get down and give him a little crash pad landing.
I felt bad for Trick because he was 1,000%. He didn't catch him or anything. He was just a body to lay on besides not hitting the floor.
Which, that's a big shout to Trick.
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly,
I think
yeah.
there are a number of people that would not be willing to do that.
Jimmy Snuka's son, we're talking to you.
And I think it's a big credit to his testament that in that moment he couldn't think about it,
Yeah, that was just his first reaction.
His first instinct is, oh, I need to catch him.
And he just literally put his body down as a way to cover it. I thought that was really cool. And it, like, at the just first sight, it was like, whoa, what just happened? And then going back and watching it on Twitter and seeing the clips, it was really, really impressive. I was just a cool little spot in the match, I thought. Let's see what else. A lot of flippy spots I have, which normally, sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. Yes, it depends on who you are. And yes, I am hypocritical. And then I have about the promos. I don't know if you want to talk about that now or talk about that later.
Let's go ahead and do it while we're on the topic of Trick and Melo.
Okay. I have that Trick and Melo are wanting to go to Revolution, obviously, since they're in the Dusty Rhodes Classic.
Vengeance Day.
Oh, Vengeance Day, excuse me.
Revolution is the AEW pay-per-view.
Just got AEW on the mind.
Got AEW.
But
You've been AE-dubbed.
Gotta go see Sting's last match. That's what I really want to see is Trick and Melo versus Sting and Darby Allin.
I want to see Trick Williams versus Sting buried alive. And I think obviously
Darby Allin jumping off the rafters.
Yeah, into the grave.
But then I have that Ilya offered Trick a match at Vengeance Day.
Yeah, it's the match that Trick is owed for the what was that, for the Iron Survivor, I think is the reason that we're getting it. And clearly it's something that we've been wanting for a while now. And I think it'll be really good on Vengeance Day itself. Later in the night, we actually had a return to a promo between Trick and Melo, where Trick confirmed that he would have both matches if they made it to the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team
and you
Classic.
could obviously see that Melo was not happy whenever he was so excited about his match with Ilya, since he's, I guess, kind of overlooking the Dusty Rhodes Classic and the potential finals at Vengeance Day.
I think in that sense, I think he is overlooking his friendship with Melo.
Yeah.
This was something for them to do together and prove to everyone that Trick Melo Gang is still united, still strong, and still on top. And Trick is more focused on his match with Ilya, which, if you're a Trick fan, you completely understand that. This is a match that he earned, he is owed, it's for the main title, and it's his chance to prove himself after being beaten by Ilya before.
Well, yes, but you also, he's at prior commitments, and he did come back and apologize later to Melo, which is, I think that's where he did say that he would pull double duty and do both matches if they were to get there. But I'm going to be interested to see if they actually do get there, or I don't know. That's going to be very interesting to see how things go.
I agree. I think it's one of those matches and situations that has the potential to go in a lot of different directions, and that makes it more exciting to watch as a fan.
What do you get for winning the Dusty Rhodes Classic?
I believe a tag team title match.
Okay. I didn't know if you got the titles or if it was just a match or what that was.
No. You wouldn't get the titles because the champions aren't in it, obviously.
Gotcha. Well, I don't know. I can see this going a couple of different ways. I'm just going to throw a little fantasy booking out there, a little spitball on the wall. I could
see if it works.
Yeah, I could either see Trick and Melo having the final tag team match like before, and then winning, but doing it at all costs. And Trick's hurt, he's gassed, and then loses to Ilya because of that. And then he blames Melo because he didn't let him focus on the singles. I could see him fighting Ilya first, winning, and then doing the tag team, and then not being focused or having not enough left in the tank from this first match, and then Melo being mad because he wasn't focused on that. Or what I think would be cool is if maybe they lose the Dusty Rhodes Classic, and then Melo turns on him and beats him up before he has to fight Ilya.
I think if it were me with the pin and they completely let me decide what's going to happen and everything like that.
They are. Triple H, I know you're listening right now.
I would have the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic open the show.
Yeah.
And I would have Carmelo take the pin.
Ooh.
Either from Braun or Baron Corbin, because I think that they are a very fun tag team, and I think that they are most likely going to defeat Axiom and Nathan Frazier
the
next
Wolf
week.
Dogs.
And I think after that match, I think that's where Melo is beating himself up and he needs support, and Trick is too focused to the fact that he has another match. And I think Trick's about to win it and Melo snaps and cost him the match.
Ooh.
Which, being at Vengeance Day, sets us up for a little over a 2-month-ish feud that you could have before Stand and Deliver. Hopefully they get to come back and host it this year, because I'm a big fan of Pretty Deadly.
I don't know. They can't get around the family and the dine.
This is true. They'd be afraid. And after we saw them with Paul Heyman on SmackDown, they might be too busy being in the bloodline.
That would be awesome.
Fingers crossed.